Okay. See how long it takes before it notifies anybody. Oh, good. Didn't take too long. Yeah, for some reason, it just would not tell anybody about Brandon's new video, but it says it should be doing that. So we'll just have to wait and see. He can upload another one, and we'll just figure it out from there, I guess. Uh, so on the website, it says it should be doing that. But at least for now, doing the streams, so should be good enough. Yeah, let me put my phone over here. I have a nice little wireless charging stand that sets your phone up so you can see it nicely. So even if I don't need it to charge, it's just nice to set it on that. Honestly, it's a real nice little location for it. It's just a phone stand at this point, more so than an actual charging stand, but it does charge technically. Just not how I end up using it. No likes. Let's fix that, Chief. Hey, Frozen, how you doing? I was looking at other stuff. Yeah, today is the day where I want to do where I want to play people and do stuff. And I said basically all of today as best I can, so I can play I have to stop streaming eventually, but I have to play basically all day. You gotta do like a little bit of a warm up though, because this is terrible. Oh, it's one of these we have to throw in. Yeah, like throw in and then turn. Oh, capture. I gotta adjust my volume here. Yeah, there we go. So I've been very lazy with Go lately. Very lazy. Oh, interesting, this one. Feels like you want to do like this. You feel that? Yeah, yeah. I feel like it's this one. Yeah, yeah. But I was trying to do some problems yesterday. There were some 4Q problems on 101, and I was just not doing very well. I was doing terrible. I mean, I was still solving them. Once in a while, I would like misclick something, and then sometimes I was reading something that like I'm like, oh, that doesn't work, and then I try something else, and obviously the first thing I read actually was fine. It was all good. It's like, oh no, it's a bad sign. It's a bad sign. But I do want to get prepared for Go Congress and try to actually do what I can there. Hmm. Obviously, this one should work. If it comes underneath, then you do this one and this one. Then we can just Hane, I guess, is fine. I want to throw in, but Hane is good enough. Yeah, the problems on this website are way easier, I gotta be honest. uh, much easier. Hmm. This is one of the problems where I'm unsure a little bit, but just want to do at least a couple to warm up for now. I just had my breakfast, having my coffee. Just need a nice little warm up. So how are you doing today? Feels like I do want this one. And I kind of want to like extend. Do the same thing. Ah, yep. Have you have you tried playing Golaxy before? So it has to be something over here, huh? If I capture, he just connects, right? If I extend, he can't connect. He has to capture, then I capture, then we can throw in, right? So something like that. Okay. Yeah, I heard that you played Kata, but I just didn't know if you've tried Golaxy. I kind of like Golaxy a lot. Um, it just feels a bit more interesting to me. There's the nice Under the Stones classic problem here. Galaxy terrifies you? Why? Hmm. At the very minimum, you can just throw in and get the ko, right? Can I do something else to prevent that? Like this one here, he does this one, we go back, he captures, we connect, and now he's just dead. He goes this way, we go this way, he's just dead. This is the problem here, I think. I guess it's just a ko that way. Can we do it this way? Hmm. Maybe you want to be roomies at Congress? No, I don't know about that. I don't know. That sounds questionable. Sounds questionable. Who I want is this one, but I think he can play here. If I play here, he just throws in an Atari's. If I Atari, he captures, right? So this one, he can still do that, looks like. This one, he can't do that, right? Let's do this one. It is questionable. That's why I'm asking. uh, I thought, I think I just read this wrong. Yeah, oh yeah, I did. I read it wrong. Yeah. It was obvious. Never mind. For some reason, I thought he could do that one, but this is just an Atari. All good. All good. See, this is what I'm talking about. Messing up simple stuff. No, I probably won't be roomies with you. I'm sorry. It's one of these things where you play here, they do this one. When you, oh, they throw in, and then they can do this one. So you want to do like this one first? You didn't check what kind of lodging they're offering? Oh, they're doing, that was a nice little Fox notification there. They are doing, there's 2 or 3 hotels that they have talked to about Go Congress, or they have some stuff you can reserve, which was like 100-ish a night. And then they have the dorm rooms for about 50 to 670-ish a night, whatever it was, somewhere around there. So it's, yeah, I think that's basically the 2 options. Cheaper hotel rooms for the event, or inexpensive dorms for the event, basically. Feels like I want this one first. Oh, nice. That could be fun. Can I do it this way instead? Feels a little weird. If he blocks, I throw in. He hanes, I just Atari, right? If he doesn't block and he hanes, I push in. He pushes again, I push in again. And he doesn't think he can do. He can't block, right? So maybe this is the right type of move. I'm really bad at capturing race stuff, so I need to learn them. This is sort of just like a J shape, right? No dorm rooms, thank you. But I mean, like, If you want to save a lot of money, the dorm rooms are the option, right? So that's probably where I'll have to end up staying, unless you want to donate some money. Then I can maybe stay in the hotel. I think some of the hotels might actually be closer to the actual building, is what they were saying. Roomies with a tree. That's a little cheaper, isn't it? I don't know about in Portland, though. In Portland, I think that's all taken up. There's a lot of trees already taken. And I think for every extra person in the hotel room, it's an extra couple dollars, or like it's extra $10 to $50 or something like that. You have to look it up. They'll find a local, yeah. So this one, he blocks here. That's no good. Push first, and then this one, he can connect. We can go down. He pushes. Instead, we just Atari and kill. Is there something else that's more better? I don't know. We'll try the basic move. Okay. A local bear. Oh. Hmm. Feels like we want this move in Sente, but is it Sente? Can we get it in Sente? Seems difficult. Seems like we can do this sort of thing. So we'd want like I feel like the only option. Let's go back to the life and death area. So first of all, these are the cool things. I don't know if you've been to the Golaxy website thing, Frozen. They have a lot of things. You can play Golaxy from specified positions. And they set it up so that there's a capturing race on the board, so you have to figure out the capturing race, or you have to figure out your weak groups, manage frameworks, or all that sort of stuff. And then you just play against Golaxy in these positions. It's kind of fun. Did some of the end game ones. Got a good result in 7 Dawn. 6 Dawn. It's out of 3 stars, so we had one 9 Dawn problem that got done at 1 star. It's not a big deal. It was pretty hard. I'm really bad at endgame. I'm really bad at endgame. But it just goes up to 9 Dawn. And the level of the problem is not how difficult the problem is. It's how strong Golaxy is during the problem. So the 6 Dawn problems are the 6 Dawn version of Golaxy. So I was able to do some of these at 6 Dawn. The attacking and balance and stuff, yeah. Let's try a couple. But for life and death, there's a ton of them. We also have a timed one here, which is nice. I figured do some easy timed problems. Easy as in hopefully I don't mess them all up right away. I really like the stone sounds actually on this one. Just the ladder. I had to think, I'm like, is this something special? I forgot it's an easy problem. That's why you do the easy ones. You need to make sure that was a little too questionable. Come on. So the life and death problems are not Golaxy, or these Go problems in general, because this one's not life and death, right? But the Go problems in general are not Golaxy. I think I just need to capture here. That seems like the only sort of move here left. This one doesn't get rid of any points, so just capture once we do that. We'll connect, see what he wants. Good enough? Okay. I never know. But what I like about the sounds is that they're not really like too much compared to some servers where it's like a gunshot going off. It's ridiculous. A little bit more soft, you could say. Oh, it wants you to read that the ladder doesn't work. I hate these problems because all you're doing is you're just clicking through it because you know what the answer is. There's no Tanuki option. So the answer just has to be you play it out and see what happens, right? Oh no, it's an Atari. Yeah, I hate these types of problems. I mean, they're good to read out on paper, but I don't like doing them online. All right, let's do a couple more here. I need to connect. So I kind of want to capture. But when he jumps here, we push and we Atari. So I guess that's fine. We can capture that too. Is there a better way to connect though? I guess the problem is when he connects here, he has this throw in and Atari, and he has this push here does matter, and so this wedge, he can wedge later as well. So it looks like we just want to capture probably. Maybe. Can we cut? Does the cut actually work? Cut might work. Just do the crane's nest. See, when you focus on the wrong thing, it's like, oh, wait a minute. I guess I just need to get out, save the stones. So you're actually going, I guess both of you, are you both of you actually going to Congress then? I know last time, Sebastian wasn't able to go, right? You're not? Okay. Yeah, I thought you might not, but I thought you may have said something about that, but Boston 20, okay. I want to try to go every year if I can from now on, because I've not, this will be my second one that I've ever gone to, so it'd be nice. See if it lets me do that one. Okay. Yeah, so I went last year. I did okay, but I don't really play online very often. I mean, not online. I don't really play in person very often, so it was a little bit something I had to get used to, you know? But apart from that, I think I did okay. Because I did 3 wins and 3 losses at 5 Dawn at Congress. It's hard, yeah, it's a bit different, yeah. But I still think like 3 and 3 is pretty good, and I played 3 6 Dawns, and only one game I felt like I actually couldn't win. Only one game, so I feel like that's really good. Because one of the 6 Dawns was the guy who got 3rd or 2nd place or something like that. And I played him and I had a hard time. But I can just Atari, right? And I think I probably could have done better if I was more used to playing over the board. But the other 6-ton I did win, and then the other 6-ton I played, he was like in the top as well, but I had a very good game against him. I probably was going to win if I was paying a little bit more attention to the board. I was like, oh wait, I'm playing on a real board. I gotta focus. I lost to one 5-dom, but I just made a simple mistake that got me behind. And then he'd already seen me play a few times, and he thought he needed to be a little bit more careful, because basically when I was playing, it was just get a little bit ahead and then just stay ahead the entire game and then just win. That was basically every game. So when he realized he was ahead, he did his best to just stay ahead and not try anything too special. He did a good job. I'll do one more of these. And I think I'm actually doing a lot better than I was at Congress. It's usually how to win a one game. Like I'm good at that. Like I'm usually pretty good at that. I know some people do struggle with it, but I know that I'm usually pretty good at that. If I get ahead, I'm really good at staying ahead. And then he just copied me basically. So he did a good job. He said that normally he doesn't play that way because he always gets caught up and wants to fight and do stuff. And he said that it was probably the only good compliment I feel like I got in a long time. That he said he learned from me how to win the game before we played, because I played as a Pergo partner, and that was the person I beat right before I played him. So it was good timing. That's just a nice ladder. Looks like it is. There we go. These ladder problems are also really annoying for time limits. Because what if you wanted to wanted to do this within 10 seconds or 5 seconds, so you can get a higher score in the time limit area? You just gotta click really, really quickly and hope you don't misclick. Just to push. You can't push. You gotta just connect. Okay. Feels like I want something here, but it doesn't look like anything actually works over here. So we do just want this. But it'd be nice to save these stones if I could, right? But it seems kind of difficult. So I just save the corner. Do I save this and take these? We'll see what he wants. See what it wants me to do. Is this what it wants me to do? Okay. So just Atari and extend. This is the type of move that would make me panic when I first started doing Go problems. When the computer throws in like that, you're like, uh-oh, what did I do wrong? Every time. There we go. Just 2 more problems. I guess he can't do this one. This is one of the other problems that I always had an issue with for a while. This was a huge blind spot I just couldn't figure out. For some reason, whenever I did this, I always thought, damn, he can just connect. Man, this really sucks. Every single time. That was for a long time, too. It was for a long time. I Oh yeah, Goku Shumio. Yeah, yeah. I believe it was, what is it, Sakata AO. He said that if you can do that one, at like, yeah, I think he said if you can 100% complete that one, then your reading's good enough. I want to go through it. It's been a while since I looked at it last. I think I think so far what I like for tsumego, because I've been trying a lot of different stuff. I think I like working through a specific collection. Now, feature problems from the Ego Hatsuro. Okay, okay. Um, yeah, the really difficult collection. But I think I do actually prefer going through specific collections. I think that's a little bit more fun when it comes to Go problems. And then I like doing the timed problems a lot. I think that's the other thing I really enjoy doing. On the Golaxy website, I'm at like 3 dan, 4 dan for the timed problems. But on 101 Weichi, I'm definitely not. I do terrible on this one. That's not the point, though, okay? Yeah. No, I do agree that I prefer going through collections and like books and stuff. Like I do have the one that I think is actually a lot of fun to go through right now is the Trouble Master. Yeah, click play, understand, not read. Yeah, yeah. It happens. But yeah, the Trouble Master books I think have been a lot of fun to go through. And there's the new not new, it's not new as in the collection is new, but it's the Go Sagan Tsumego. At least on Amazon here. Go Sagan Tsumego. I want the picture if I can get it. There's 2 volumes now, which I didn't really know about. You have to bring this up here. Probably see it. Yeah, the ghost stones never age. And then the a step a day to improve. Hello, Herv, how you doing? These are the ones that I think I like recently too. I haven't gone through them all yet, but I was wanting to go through these. This is what he was saying in this book. So I guess these were written by Ghost Sagan a long time ago. Is that these are problems that you should have memorized because these are techniques that you need to know when solving tsumego. And they're like dawn level problems, I guess, overall, from what it was saying in the book. And some of the problems were hard, so it does seem to be true. Yeah, I think you should do a mixture of everything. You should have some random problems that you do, which is what like 101 is good for. Random problems at a high rank, whatever rank you're able to get to. And then you should do timed problems. I think timed problems are something you should do all the time. And then also work through a collection of some sort. It's only been 30 minutes. I thought it's been a lot longer. So this Golaxy website also is a server, which is really cool. So you can actually play random people. I did try playing someone one time, and I didn't get destroyed, but I felt like I got destroyed. Because it was very different from what I'm used to seeing for games. So like, I don't know if the 6 dan game will be right, but we'll see if this one's any good. But yeah, it's just like, oh, it has your win record right here. I have 4 wins and 24 losses. Nice. I mostly play the AI, and I'm mostly playing the hard AI, so that's not bad. But yeah, the games were just very different in that it was like a fighting game. There was a bunch of stuff going on, and normally when your opponent makes a mistake, it's like they sort of collapse on Fox when they make a mistake. You know what I mean? And a few other servers, but here when they made the mistake, they just kept playing and they were able to just make a solid comeback, which was really weird to see. I said I don't know if this one's any good, but these guys have played a lot of games on here. 500 wins and 400 losses, 800 wins and 800 losses, sort of thing. Wow, it's a lot. You can chat and you can hide and look at stuff, and you can also analyze the game that you're watching, which is fun. It even has a live pro game stuff too. So if there's a pro game that's being played live, it'll be on here. And if it's not live, you can click on one and go through it. I just don't know what the names are. This is a female, I guess there was a female tournament or league that happened recently in China. So this is one of the games from that, basically. So, yeah. And then you can also review it with AI if you want to. So that's why I like this website. It sort of has everything that you want, with including video lessons from professionals in China. I think it's mostly China, because I think Golaxy is mostly China. I was told everyone uses it, but I think it's mostly Chinese. Video courses, live streaming, an AI course. But yeah, no English, so I'm not gonna try to go through any of them. Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. The only problem I have with the live games is that you get the direct feedback of who's ahead and who's behind, because it'll show you a bar that is like telling you how the AI evaluates the position. And I don't like that, but it'd be nice if I could just turn that off. What's this button? Oh, these are the games of players who played on here. Okay. Public games. Okay. So look at this here. I'll show you the full display. I can close all the Ghost Egg and things. There we go. There we go. So like, here's the setup for playing though. I'm only 5 done. That's as high as you can get unless you play people. I guess I could sit here and play the 5 Dawn Fox, which I did. I played it and I beat it, but I have to keep playing it over and over in order to rank up this way. Or you're supposed to just go and play the random people. For rank play, seems like that's as high as it goes. But casual play, you can switch it to whatever rank you want. This one's supposed to be 3 levels higher than professional. Let me see, was that what it says? Yeah, beyond professional. So okay, so this one here is beyond professional level. This one's top professional level. This one's regular professional level. And then we go down to 9 Dawn. And yeah, all the ranks, all the ranks. And I think Codigo technically, I think in Train and maybe some other things, they technically have something like this too. But what I noticed from trying it like once or twice a long time ago, it was really obvious when they made a bad move. You know what I mean? Whereas with this one, it's not as obvious when they make a bad move. So it feels a little bit more useful. And you have no time limit if you want, or you can have a time setting. But basically what I've been doing is I just go to either 9 dan or 8 dan, and it tells you what the ranks are here. So 9 dan is just 9 dan fox. Pre 9 dan, 8 to 9 dan fox. 8 dan, right? They're about the same as the fox rank. And then the amateur Chinese levels. So Chinese 6 dan should be around 9 dan fox. Do pre 9 dan.
对局开始。
But I was thinking, I wasn't sure how useful it would be to play the bot, but I noticed that first of all, when you play like the pre 9 dan or 9 dan one, first of all, it's not as difficult. It doesn't feel like you're completely being overwhelmed. But then you can also learn a few things, especially about like the opening and early middle game stuff. Similar to when you're playing just another friend or something. And it seems to do stuff differently each time, which is kind of funny. I know I think it usually prefers the jump here, but I'm just gonna knight's move. I've not learned that one yet. When I say learned, it's about how to handle the whole board position, not just the local position. I think anything's actually fine here. A pincer could approach or do something on the bottom first. I think I will just answer though. Something that I think is interesting is actually this little pincer. It seems better than it looks. Because I know when AI first came out, right, it felt a little weird. Even before AI, you wouldn't necessarily pincer here like this and let them take the corner. That wasn't really a common thing either. Even after AI, it felt bad. But I think it actually feels good now. Depending on the situation. Would I rather have the wall facing this way for the kick and pincer? Or would I rather have it facing this way for the kick? I think this way I'd want to follow up right away, I think. To take the top side. That feels okay. I'll just do the normal block for now. But you can see it they take their time a little bit too when it's thinking about the game. Do I want if he does this fighting thing, this should be okay overall. But I don't necessarily know if I want to Hane there. I think I want to extend, right? Just pincer versus kick and pincer. I'm never really sure which one I like more. Feels harder to build this side when you do that. I think it'd be fine for him to just approach here. Let's just try the normal pincer. Let's see how it goes. Are they going to just approach here? Oh, just going to enclose like that. See? I felt like I wanted to either approach or do something over here, so one of those two seemed fine. It was like the old normal follow-up. Kicking and jumping seems okay. Could also do this one. I remember something like this for a lot of older games. I also wouldn't mind doing something over here. Sure, let's do this one for fun. I think I just want feel like I should do the base thing. Up or down? We'll do this one first. Yeah. So this is why it seems like this is probably why it seems like the AI tends to prefer playing so high all the time. Because it seems like when they do moves like this, it sort of fixes a lot of stuff really easily. Like if you play high, if you play like a jump out now it feels a little awkward, right? So it does feel like probably high was the better move then. And because you don't really necessarily want to kick here, because there's still this area is still a little bit open. But would you rather have a kick or would you rather have the attachment, right? I don't know. You can even play very, very solidly like this one. That could be fun. Like jumping out feels awkward. This one to defend feels very, very solid, but probably slow. But still lets you come in over here. And he's probably going to be able to come over to this side next. Let's just see what the AI decides to do here. My feeling is that they either want to jump or they want to do something over here. But just moving over to the corner, I guess that's fine. They're going to take the corner, right? So see, now this does feel slightly awkward in this regard. Because now the top side's a little bit questionable. But it's not bad necessarily. I do kind of want this one. I think it could be difficult to attack this, but feels like I want to apply a little bit of pressure if I can. Co? Oh, just do that right away. It is basically alive now. So the only problem with taking this move is they're just going to Hane. Then it feels awkward. So I think I just like playing like the early part of the game with AI, just sort of for fun. But it does look like what the AI was suggesting. And see, this is why I like doing the slightly weaker one, right? The AI was probably suggesting that this area was a little bit bigger. That doesn't necessarily mean it was the best move. But I do kind of want to control the center for some reason. I'm gonna do another knight's move. See what it does. Oh. Let's go back and live. Yeah, you don't really want to attach there. It's a little awkward. So we will just play a big in-game move. Should be fine. And then we definitely want to just prevent it from getting a base and having some strength here. And this is the awkward spot, right? The very, very awkward position. So maybe it still was better to play from the other direction, but we'll check that afterwards. I think maybe we can go push here first, then turn. This tiger's mouth is actually really annoying. So I do want to play again. But so I just want to sort of evaluate the position as it is. I feel like white has 3 corners. I have 1 corner. And I wasn't really able to attack. And even if I could come back and make some points over here, it feels like white just got ahead, right? I'm not even sure the best way to even try to take advantage of this area or to do anything. Because, like, it'd be nice to just play over here now. But then these moves end up being useless, right? So let's see how it went. Analysis. I can go back to the Golaxy screen for fun. Yeah, so you see that it was fine, then there was one mistake that's made it go down, and it just went down, 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 down. But basically just a slightly easier version of the higher level bot without having it be a handicap game, right? So it's true that the opening was fine. It starts off at 60% too. All right, so it's true the opening is fine. And yeah, I think Golaxy almost always prefers to Tanuki every approach. When you have 2 star points, this seems to be true no matter when it is in the game. Even after I've taken a 3-3, it wants to always Tanuki when they approach. Which is really interesting. So I'll start trying to do that instead. Because like this is just okay. That's what it says. It's okay, but I don't care. Kind of funny. And then it does want this block instead of this block, but it says they're both about the same. But if we do this one, it wants to follow up right away, which is what I was saying. I probably wanted to follow up right away. And if I did, I just wasn't sure if I liked it. Whereas this one, I felt like I didn't have to follow up right away. And we could move on somewhere else. Just extend is fine. And yeah, it was approach, like I was thinking. So see, when it's... This is how I feel about the lower level bot. It feels like it's a lot more obvious when something is being pointed out to you. So yeah, I wanted to do this one or this one. It says this kick is also fine. I read this one, he did that. And then I should probably either play close to the corner, play shoulder hit, or take the top. Yeah. But the real mistake is, yeah, this one right here, yeah. This is like a style thing that I would want to do, so I want to see how it goes. But I guess it's better to either extend here, which is threatening to save the stones. Just jump in, treat it more lightly, or treat the stones as if that's already a good enough exchange. And play the top. Hmm. So if I already have this one, how does it want to play here? Extend. Interesting. So if he does try to do this one again, it's a little different. I can extend from the top. Interesting. Okay. Just extend directly. Something nice and interesting to learn. Cool. And then can also just extend back, of course. Treat it like a normal attach and hane thing. This is where what I like to play. Because if he connects here, this feels okay. And the ko, you just give it up. It's big enough, yeah. Okay. But this one's also still good here. Okay. The rest of it, see, like you can see that it's pretty smooth, which means just small mistakes. And there's little bumps, right? It was better just to invade, right? I already played this move, which was sort of threatening the invasion. I should just do the invasion. I shouldn't be going back over there. Or I should go back to the top, right? And then another little bump over here. I should be extending down here instead. And then here, it already thinks I'm way too far behind. All right. Golaxy is not too expensive either. Like, to think about AI Sensei, for example. How much was AI Sensei? Let me click to a Fox here. How much was the AI Sensei? It was like, for the normal one, my Struct PandaNet uploads. Oh yeah, training. Pricing, there it is. They're sort of hiding it, which I don't like. The regular Dawn level one is $12 a month. And for the Pro version, which is basically the highest level analysis you want, that's $27 or $28 a month. But for the all of the analysis on Golaxy, it's about $12 a month. And you can pay for more if you really want to, but you don't have to at all. And even the more was just like a couple dollars more. It wasn't like $10, $20 more, which was nice. I think I like the idea of AI Sensei, though. I think he's doing a good job with that. But there's some things that I don't really care about on AI Sensei. But that's why I have so many losses on this website. I only have 4 wins. And it counts all these as losses. I didn't know. That's kind of funny. All right, there we go. And a nice hour of getting ready and warming up and doing stuff like that. So now it'd be nice to play someone like a regular person and try to do like a normal game. This is when I wanted to invite, I guess, if Frozen wanted to play or if Down wanted to play. Or Dumpling, but I think Dumpling doesn't wake up for another hour or two. That's what they were telling me. And Brandon as well, but I don't know if he's awake either. There's a message somewhere here, general chat. Ah, it was Buzzsaw. Okay. You can in a minute? All right, cool. I think I also have a problem with playing AI is like I sometimes want to just see how the AI responds to something instead of wanting to try to beat it seriously. So I need to get used to that. But I want to try to do at least a Golaxy game every day, do some tsumego every day, like all that sort of stuff. So, and then today I want to try to get used to playing a bunch of games. Not like a bunch of games, but like difficult, longer games, something like that. Play people that are higher ranked. I'll get Ben to come in one of these days and we'll play again. I think the last game we played, I was so close to winning. I was winning and then I made the mistake in end game. So like I was really, really close, just winning easily the game. Not easily than how easy it was to play the game, just being far enough ahead. Oh, still not my turn. Still not my turn. He needs to play a move. Come on, Akineko. Ugh. Yeah, if you play it, yeah. AI can suck your soul. If playing AI is rough if you play it seriously. Yeah, that's true. That is true. That was a Discord message, yeah. Yeah, that's why I kind of just want to... I think my overall idea here... Let's see what this looks like on the stream. I think my overall idea here is like... I want to play the AI and sort of develop my instinct for the beginning of the game. Slowly ranking up this AI. So we go to display, right? Slowly ranking up this AI. Because I was doing 8 Dawn before. I did 7 Dawn for a little bit. Then I went to 8 Dawn. And I'm at pre-9 Dawn. Because I feel like I can keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And pre-9 Dawn is the 8 Dawn, 9 Dawn. So strong 8 Dawn on Fox. I don't know how accurate it is. I might do a series of tests to see how accurate this is compared to actual Fox ranks. I'm not going to have it play Fox. I just want to play it a bunch of times at different ranks. Like 3 Dawn and 5 Dawn and stuff. But, yeah, just slowly leveling this up until it's a high enough level. Because it seems like I can play... All the opening is usually fine. And it's some of these smaller moves where even if I play them, I should also be following up with them, right? And then I want to develop this sort of instinct here. Look at like this move here. I should be going down and not up. Up feels right. That feels like the proper shape, but down makes it not alive. And helps me with my base. And then I can jump from this group. Up, and then having to play down later doesn't change too much. You can still get the one eye here. It's still one eye. I could just play down instead. Because he could have also Haned if he wanted to. To make sure that he was alive. Hane and then the Ko. So yeah. A little bit of water to go with this. Oh, yes. There we go. Looks like everything's still set up, though. Let me look at the board. It looks like it's a little bit off, maybe. Let me adjust that. Seems like the names are fine. They're fine overall. Probably moved a little bit over. Let's do that. I didn't unlock it. My bad. Yeah, something like that. The board seems to be like it's slightly off again. I don't know what's up with the OGS board. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. Let's Control Z that. It depends on the screen that you're in. This should be the gameplay screen, right? If we go to review a game, what does it look like? Down here. Played down the other week. Okay, it looks the same, right? Nothing different. There we go. Anyway, let me mess with this then real quick. So is correspondence different on OGS for the board size? Because OGS is weird sometimes. Make it slightly bigger. Seems like it's fine. I am blind though, so that may not mean anything. uh Okay, so I might look like I'll be playing FrozenSoul. I don't know if I have him on I have a bunch of people in my friends list on here. What the heck? There's so many people. I don't know if I have him on OGS. I'm still Raven. Could be that one. See, there's a Frozen. There's a lot of different ones. Let's wait here for a second. It looks like the board is better now. It still seems a little bit off for some reason. I don't know exactly what it is. Maybe I just need to make it bigger again. Just very slightly bigger. It's only the OGS board that always feels slightly off for some reason. Now it feels like it's better. Again, I'm blind. So don't trust anything that I say here. uh, okay, gelato. Oh, yeah. Gelato. There we go. Probably add as a friend. All right, so let's see what we want to do here. Yeah, I just figured I'd do the AJ settings. We'll do 20-minute main time instead of I did 10 last time. I'll do 20 this time. And I think I'll slowly bring it up. And no Komi special, no special Komi or handicap or anything. We'll just do a normal game. Okay. And it's not, the game's not tiebreak. First game. There we go. Okay. AJ 6-don, nice. Figured probably 6-don AJ. Based on what I know about Frozen. I don't know if I've actually played him before. Oh, I'm black, okay. I don't know if I've actually played him before. But I've talked to him a few times. Peak is 6.7, nice. I think the guy I played, I'd have to double check. I might check that real quick. Just for fun. Just type it in so I can remember. All right. Uh, 3-3. It's interesting. So I guess I want to do this one then. Is that first name, I think? Yeah. Ooh, nice, nice. The guy that I played is now 7-don, but he was 6.7. So that was the only guy I had a hard time with at Congress. So this is a good rank for me to play against. So I'll just do the enclosure here. I want to see what he wants to play. Just the 3-3? Okay, so this is where I'm unsure of how I like to do it. Because I wouldn't mind doing this and then switching right away. Seems like it's perfectly acceptable. Playing this direction instead. I don't think I ever want to switch if I play this direction. And I can't really approach him too easily on the bottom now. So it feels like I should probably do this one. I think so. Yeah, but it looks like he got up to 7-don, unless this is a new person. So, yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, 2024 now, yeah. That's really cool. We'll just extend for now. And we'll do this approach. Kick. Okay, kick. I have to extend, sort of the only move. But after that, I can decide if I want to play again here. Because it's a little bit difficult for him to really build anything in the bottom left. And so this is when it could be fun to switch to this side. If I play here and he just comes over to this side now, it feels a little bit awkward for me. And so I can handle that technically. I can just play an extension here and that's fine. I could still just do this 3 space. Let me get this back open. There we go. So, yeah. I could just play 3 here. There's probably nothing wrong with this at all. And then I'd be able to do something on this side here. But if he gets this move, how bad do I feel if he gets this move? I guess I don't really need to play again over there, so I think let's try this. I'm really bad at leaving this and handling these 3 stones. So I want to see how he wants to play. And I'm just going to move on somewhere else on the board. Playing down here, for example, because it feels difficult for him to build too much on the top, which means I can just handle this group in general. I'll figure it out, something I want to try to figure out. And we'll play on the bottom here, I think. All the way or just do an extension? Let's go all the way here. Yeah, I think I need practice, of course. That's why I want to practice these next couple of months. I'm going to have something every Saturday. That's my next goal, is doing something every Saturday, right? Yeah, so I kind of want to just pull back. If I go all the way, he can invade this one directly. Do I care about that? I care a little bit, actually. So I think I'll do this one. If he invades here directly, it's a little bit different. I know that I've always liked the large knights move here for some reason. Just a personal preference thing. I've always liked this a little bit more than the other moves. Yep, going there right away. Going over the top, do I care about the... I see, because of this move, it feels a little difficult to do too much over the top. If I do this one, he's able to just come in directly. And the kick and jump here to sort of separate would be fine. But I'm not really gaining too much. So what's the best way to keep him weak in this area? Maybe just coming down here directly? I'm not sure which one I prefer. Kick versus knight's move. Let's just do the kick and jump. We'll try that one first and see how he goes here. We want this jump here to prevent him from getting any forcing moves on this side. And he can get a little bit of a base here if he wants it. Doing the corner first. So if we just block the corner, he's able to get this move here and this move for free. And then he gets his base here, gets not really a full base, but he gets something here for free, and then he's able to jump out. If I play this one, he wants to take the corner and just handle this group, basically. But I think this is still the correct sort of option, is to come out this direction here. Okay. Bumping the microphone. Let's just punch the microphone a few times. It's all good, guys. All good. So, just cutting off these two stones is probably not good enough unless I cut it off in a big way. And it seems difficult to do that with one move here. But now he always has the ability to live in the corner. But I think having this as a weak group is the sort of an important thing for me. You don't really want to have to go back and kill off this side. Feels a little bad. But can we poke this in any way that feels good? Just this one seems like it's good enough, honestly, for poking it. How is he going to respond? If he responds like this, then we kill the corner, right? If he responds anything over here, we can go back to the corner because we have this strong move here helping to fight this. If he gets this move, it feels kind of good for him. Yeah, if he plays here. So this attachment, he does this one, moves back, we just capture this. I think that's good. So I think this is sort of the shape move here. So I think I want to pressure his shape a little bit. But I don't really know. This is the type of thing I want to learn a lot more about. He could bump. So block here, he does this one. We just connect. He has to connect. There's a push and cut stuff. So he wants to live in the corner first. We don't want to connect solidly, I think. I think we do want to block here. So we just connect. He's going to cut right away. Interesting. Well, it feels like this fixes his shapes, right? We extend when he can just Hane. He can also have this Atari still. So it feels like I really need this move instead of this one, which is awkward, honestly. But I think that's fine. This one, when he Ataris, I can basically capture these stones. But this group of stones is a little awkward, so I think I do want the Hane in the corner. We have to connect. It's the only move. And then he has this one, which is very, very annoying. So he's able to save this group, but I get to take the corner back. If I jump, pushes and cuts, a little awkward. If I do this one, he does the same thing. It's basically the same, no matter which one he does. When he does this move, I kind of have to play on this side, and I still get the same sort of result. So is the jump better then? And then I can move on somewhere else. Let's do the jump then. Yep. He has to cut, of course. Switch to Tari and push. And push again. And so he got this area. I got to keep my corner. This group is still strong. And it looks like we can just do some sort of extension on the top now. Do we want to do the Hane first? And Tiger's Mouth? Fiataris? Because if we just play the top directly, he can just Hane and connect, which feels really good. Do I want to just continue to... I think he's too strong here now, right? I think this area is a little too strong for me to continue to leave this the same way. But I do kind of want this move as well. I think I want some move here to start with. Or just a knight's move. To start saving this group. But what's my follow-up with the knight's move, right? Just feels like I'm just reducing. So maybe this, and then do something over here. So let's do that, I guess. Should be fine. Because I'm not sure about the attachment here. So normally you can get this double Hane thing, but now the Aji here is a little different because he has a lot more in the center. Oh, he wants to do this right away. That is interesting. Is there anything in the corner here? Okay. Feels like I'm not entirely certain, but maybe there's just enough Aji here to make something. Ah, I see. Do I want to push again? Vihanes. We cut. He just extends. I guess pushing's, there shouldn't really be anything wrong with the push here. Hmm. Oh, Los Angeles Open, apparently. Can I open that in a new tab? Okay, what is this? Twitch, Baduk Club, Los Angeles Open? Okay. Good to know. Maybe I had to jump on the other side. Who knows? But it feels like this push should be fine. Still, I don't know. Is just gonna play from the other side? We'll find out. Okay, he did. This one, the Vihane's first, and I play this one. It's a little bit more awkward. But now there's a lot of Aji over here. I wouldn't mind getting this jump. If he pushes from this side, that's really bad for me, I think. So I feel like I do want this move. And he pushes from this side. If I block, he can Hane. I capture, he recaptures, and now it's a bad situation for me. So I think I do need this one. Then he's able to do this one right away. Do I need to respond? I guess I wouldn't mind Hane. I mean, a turn, at least. I think the turn seems like it's important to do. Because there are all these cutting points, including this one. So do I want to take the eye here? If he throws in, probably capture first. If he connects, and then I take the eye, he has to do this one, right? So he has to throw in first. Then when I capture, he has to do a co-threat. He recaptures. I connect. He hunts underneath the capture back. If I connect and he connects, It's a little awkward, I guess, huh? I think I'd want to do the eye if I can, and then look at the cutting points. So it does look like I want this one, just to make it easier. If I cut here, there's just nothing really here, huh? He captures this stone. But I think I can Tanuki now, right? If he connects, we throw it on this side. If he throws it over here, we just capture here. So I think I can just Tanuki now. So do I want to Hane? Extend? Extend seems really big, honestly. It's very tempting. Push and extend. These two stones aren't really that important, but this is making me more alive. So which one's better? Is it the Hane that's better, or is it just extending? I think I'll just extend, I guess. Because I was able to save this group. I think we can just capture this one once here first. Coolio Julio? Is that the name? How you doing? Hane? Hane. I don't have too much time now, so. Oh, Vonzilla. Oh, okay, okay. Hey, Vonzilla, the great Vonzilla. I think I want this side. I can just connect here. I really need a co-threat, right? Maybe I do. I guess I do have to do this one, huh? That sucks. Did not realize I kind of needed another move here, huh? Then I need to play a co-threat. Good point, good point. I like your YouTube name, as much as your Twitch name. So I think both of them are good. I think we want this one. He captures. That's no good.
10、9、8、7、
Well,
6、5、4、3、2、1。
I feel like it's just this one. He probably can just capture. And then I could extend up, threatening to capture these stones. If he saves, I can capture here, and this is at least weak. So he gets this one, and I get this one. I guess the corner was more annoying than it seemed. If he responds to this, though, I don't know if he has another co-threat. Does he have one somewhere? A good one, I mean. Like, that might work. But can I just capture this? If he connects, I turn. He pushes, I can honey underneath. Seems like it's probably fine. This was mine, though. This was my area. So he's not really losing anything from this, right?
10、9、8、7、
I think I'm fine with just capture.
6、5、4、3、2。
Just get it over with. Then we want to, do I want to turn on this side? Just the ladder doesn't really work on this one. We'll just be turning here, I guess. Then he can maybe capture directly. Oh, this way. So sadly, he can just give this up. I'm saying how much smoother YouTube streaming is. The streaming, it's like the video quality, in my opinion, is way, way better.
4、3、2。
I'm gonna let this go down because I was talking to you. But yeah, if I do this one, I think I'd be happy with that. This one, he just does that, right? So I need to do this one here. Anyway, yeah, the only thing that Twitch is better at is the chat functions. The chat functions seem to be significantly better on Twitch. If he double honeys, I think I can cut and capture. So I think I want one honey. Do I want this one? Because I don't really care about these two stones too much, right? So this one here pushes and cuts. I Atari and connect. And then it's just fighting against this one again. If he does this one, we push here first.
10、9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1。
I think it's this one, probably. But yeah, the YouTube video is much better. And then something that else is really, really nice. You can make it go back and forth. You know what I mean? You can just Ah, this is a little bit awkward here, but that's fine. I will deal with that. But like, hey, you missed something, you can just go back a little bit. You know, just go back a little bit. You're good. Do I want this one here potentially? No, I think I want this one here. Yeah, so if you weren't paying attention, you can go back and just watch it as a video, and it automatically is uploaded to my YouTube, but not as a video. It's uploaded as a live stream. So it's in its completely own section. There's so many nice benefits, right? There's so many nice things, right? On Twitch, you have to open up their profile, open up their videos, click on the video of the stream, and then, right? It's like it's so annoying. It is so annoying. I think I probably do just want to connect here. Can we do anything in separate? Can we do anything fun?
Ten, nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What if I just pull back here? And use these as backup stones instead. Tricky. You knew what I wanted. Guess I'll just back off. I think I should back off probably. But I still want to turn here. Peep first. Attach, cut. You just give it up completely and then Atari it out. So yeah, we can turn. Everything's safe here now. Yeah, I think there's so many nice benefits to YouTube. Guess I can't really cut, can I? I guess I can actually.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.残り
Not
3
sure I
回
want to respond. Probably should, but if I cut and he extends down, I extend over. He can play on this side first, right? It'd be a little bit annoying.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think I want this one so I can preserve any cutting and Aji and stuff here. I don't really want to push him too much. You know what I mean? Okay, he's just going to defend nice and solid. Nice and solid.
10、9、8、7、
Let's mess around with this area real quick. And see if there's anything over here. Even if we're giving this up, I kind of want to see if there's anything over here. So he's going to connect there.
10、9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、
We'll just push and cut here. See what he wants. There's the peep and stuff too. So he's going to do it that way. Okay. So if I extend and he jumps out and push and cut, because I don't mind giving something away as long as I can get something over here. Push and cut doesn't quite work.
10、9、8、
So I need to
7、
extend a few times, it looks like.
5、4、3、2、1。
Let's extend once at least and see if we can get any sort of squeezing thing here. We just want to handle this area in some way. Okay, so cut. If he connects, then of course this one here, and I get the top side.
Is
there any sort of squeezing?
5、4、3、2、1。
I think I want to try. Okay. Yeah, it does seem like this is the better way for him to do it, if he's going to do it. He can just extend down. Oh, he can't extend down if I cut here. He has to extend over. And then... seems like the cut might be something I could do. I give up this and I take the top. That's sort of my plan, because I can't really attack this group too well. So I just have to see what he does. So he's just going to give that up. Makes it simpler for me. So then I get this, he's not necessarily alive in the corner right away either.
10、9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1。
I think I can just do this one. And push down. Okay. He's gonna do that one. Tari, he can just do something else to live, I think. There's still Aji there.
10、9、8、7、6、5。
I think I want to push here. At least one time, because there's still a little bit of Aji in this area. I was going to capture that one. So that one was just a couple points. I wasn't sure why he wanted to capture that, because he would just give that up, right? And then when he defends, he's threatening to reduce a lot of my area. So it felt a little bit, I wasn't sure about that. Still a lot of Aji here. I just don't know if there's any way to use it.
8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1。 残り2回。
I want to see if there was a... Actual 1 second. I forget that this one is not a Fox 1 second thing. This one here, and this one here, and this one here.
9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1。
Let's go over to this side here, see if we can get any sort of forcing moves on this area. Anyway, so points-wise, this is probably big enough for him. Let me see. Just have like 50 something points. And he has around like 60 something. And that's not me counting me capturing like this stone, for example. So there's not really a reason for me to keep playing over here,
8
but I do want to
6 5
sort of fix
3 2
my shape here in the center while I look, see if there's anything I can do to the corner here. Because it does feel like if I Atari and he just connects, I have to do this one still. He can just Atari. If I connect, he can just play one more move in the corner to make it alive. And I just don't have time to do anything too much to it.
10 9 8 7 6 5 4
He's still somewhat low on liberties here, so I want to attach and try to get something. Can I get this one? So I can get like a couple extra points, but it doesn't seem to matter too much.
10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1
Let's turn here so he does. Reduce. That feels a little bit deep, though. Definitely feels like I have to do this one. He should be perfectly fine. Honestly, he should be fine. But I do have to cut him off. That's the only option I have. It's very important. I think he can probably just connect up to this side, I'm guessing. Can I Hane instead of extend? I think just extend's probably fine. I think I'll just extend. Block. Push. Because he gets this one. Or this one direct. No, this one. I think I'm fine. Am I missing something there? We'll find out. Because this is sort of Sente for me, right? Kind of. Can I get Tengen here? Do I want to push instead?
10 9 8 7 6 5
Let's get Tengen. Tengen's the most important move. I think he's probably alive on this side, but I do want to try to do what I can here.
Ten, 9 8 7 6 5 4 3
I want to connect up. This one, this one, this one. I think that should be fine, probably for now.
10
Can we do anything over here?
8 7 6 5
Seems kind of difficult.
3 2 1
Let's do this one here for now. You can just connect, I guess. But I just wonder if there's a way for me to do it. It seems like he can just do that one and this one. And he should just be alive, sadly. And I can't do this one, can I? Yeah, not
10
quite.
9 8
Not
7
quite.
6 5 4 3 2
But I need to cut anyway. Yeah, he's just going to connect up. There is no eye here. It's at least 2 eyes, right? Because he has this move. And this one here is Sente for him.
10 9 8 7 6 5 4
Let's see. He can just live. I get my top back, but he lives. Just wonder if there's any way to do anything to this group. If I'm able to get another move here. It seems difficult to kill this one, too. A little difficult. But I think he was ahead enough already that he didn't need to play as deeply as he did. Oh, so he's going to play that one right away. Can I kill? If I do this one? Just that one right there, huh? Yeah, that's probably good enough. Good enough. Might as well respond. Yeah, just not quite enough here.
9 8
Just
7
barely alive.
6 5 4
Might as well just play over here. This group, it seems difficult to kill this group as well. A lot of Aji, but too difficult to do anything, I think. So he does want that one, huh? Not sure I can kill anything, but he's just going to save his group. Yeah, looks like I just have to capture. And he can just block. Even if I do get to capture these stones, he is just alive. Pretty sure.
10、9、8、7、6、
Yeah, it looks like it. Hmm.
10、9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2。
Just push real quick. But I think I probably will just resign over here because it looks like I lost 20 points on the top and I wasn't really able to get much back.
10、
So yeah,
9、
I think I'll just resign.
8、7、6、5。
Yeah, let's resign this one. There we go. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, it was a fun game. Fun game. Let me see.
検討が開始されました。
let me turn this off. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yo, how you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah, let me mute the stream now.
Yeah, you don't need me 2 times. Let me
You're
see
very, very
if see what you sound like on stream.
probably terrible.
You might need a little bit more volume from me, so I'll turn you up for the stream.
Okay, cool.
Wherever I put my volume stuff. There it is. All right, let me turn this on.
Yeah, so I don't have access to any AI at the moment.
I can put it through something.
Well, only if we need to like confirm, then that's fine. I'll just have you do it on your end because my AI is currently crunching my earlier game with Leela
Okay.
to see where both of us could have improved. I managed to kill it right out of the opening, which is something I haven't done before yet, which was kind of strange given that it happened in the Orthodox Ruseki, which Leela is usually pretty good at playing with black.
Both sound fine now? Okay, good.
So
That's interesting.
here, I think this is the first place I thought was questionable. Typically, we pincer instead of kick.
Well, yeah, I wasn't. So there's a couple things that I'm like normally. Yeah, I think almost always like I always like to do a pincer here, but there's been quite a few times where it seems like it's often okay to leave that and to go the other direction. So I wanted to try that out, basically.
Okay. I know oftentimes this one is also recommended.
Mm.
Usually when I've seen when I've played 3-3 against other strong players like on Fox,
Yeah.
and black has made this sort of F3 and white backs off C6, it's usually recommending to play this immediately. It gives
Okay.
you kind of like a pseudo thickness in the corner. So if white comes in on the bottom, it's much easier to use the power of this enclosure. My plan during the game was just to over-concentrate it once you play here. So when this one happened, I was very, very excited to get back to the corner like this.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, I only like kicking in this shape if I can repinch something like this one to make something like R3 really weird for white. But yeah, I don't know. This one felt a little soft.
Yeah, I can understand that. It did feel awkward overall, so I was like, probably would have done it the other way next time.
Yeah, this one is usually like A or B. I noticed that anytime you try anything else against this shape with white, it's usually too soft, like in Tanuki.
Yeah.
That's because the one stone, Hangma, is already really well placed at center.
Hmm.
So the two stones for white are quite light if I'm able to take back the corner. So as long as there's like this Miai back and forth, then I never have to worry about the two stones.
No, it just felt like for me, if depending on how that area went, of course, it felt like if I had that diagonal and I was able to attach and just capture the bottom, that seemed like it would be good enough because it seems the center doesn't really have too much. But if I
Yeah, but
play
then
too directly, I wasn't sure where I was going to really get anything anyway, so I
yeah, but
figured that
then
was the simpler way.
maybe in the Tawari though, if you capture the two stones, you almost never want the stone here.
Hmm.
It's almost always going to be better capturing method for the stone to be like this one.
Yeah, but I feel like if you do block and I go for capturing it, that's when you just
Mm,
easily give it up, right? So,
right, but you'll still get something. I'll get the
mhm.
corner pretty much regardless most of the time when you play P2. So I feel like as long as you capture A or B, you're usually okay.
Mm.
During the game, actually, I thought it turned out somehow not that bad for you. So I'm wondering if my sacrificing method could have been improved.
It felt like I messed up a
Because
little bit, but overall it
here,
felt like it was okay for me.
here, this one was really annoying. Essentially, I didn't like this cut.
Yeah, I wasn't
So
sure if
this
it actually
was
worked very well. That was the problem I was
it was
having
the
reading it.
it was the reason why I came back to S2.
Hmm.
I wanted to get like O3 N2 and Sente to try to cover O5 a little bit. Because it seems like a worst case if I Atari and we're forced to sort of have this running. The M7 stone's a bit weird. It's very
Yeah,
hard to surround you, especially with the cut on the bottom. Like you're always able to get out. I didn't really like that. So I think cutting here might actually be pretty accurate for you.
yeah. It was hard for me to tell
It
exactly, but
might actually be better for white to just defend
protect.
somehow.
Yeah,
But I didn't really like to play this.
that feels really bad. Yeah,
This feels really painful.
I wouldn't even if that's the right move, I wouldn't be able to play it. I
And
think.
then even this one Aji is still annoying. So I
Yeah,
think probably somewhere here I make a mistake, but I'm not exactly sure what my mistake is. Maybe it's just not playing the standard one, like this sort of Hane and Connect idea.
yeah. I think.
Because like this,
Yeah.
white can usually live in the corner. Black's usually never going to go for it. You'll defend outside, and
Hmm.
white's usually okay with this result. Like this would be standard, and this stone is again preferred to be somewhere else, either like M4 or L6 usually.
Yeah, L6 would be feel a little bit better there. Yeah.
So I don't know, but that's sort of what I'm leaning to. I think S5 was probably better for me than cutting. I think this might have been a little bit adventurous. This might have worked on 2019 Triton, but I think 2024 Triton handled that better than I expected you to.
Yeah. As I said, it's been a couple years. And this one, I really didn't want to keep
Yeah.
playing it all anywhere over there, but I knew I kind of had to at the same time.
If you took Nikki, I would have expected this one.
Yeah, I forgot which way is the proper way to play in that area. And I was gonna turn,
Because
but I'm like,
that
can I just go in the corner instead? I wasn't sure.
the general idea is like this one is the one like if we assume that white's gonna ignore anything,
Then
then
I
this
want
is the
to
better
have
one
that turn.
because
Yeah,
you gain more points. So this one I thought was just a little bit soft again.
yeah.
Now I have to come up with the good sacrificing for the corner.
And I thought I could capture there, but then I just wasn't sure about any of it basically.
I think this was all fine for you, to be
Yeah.
honest. That cut was really annoying.
Hmm.
Yeah, here normally the local shape is this one, but I didn't want to see anything like this, like run out and make a
Yeah,
bigger fight.
because now my stone at K7 is
This,
actually a little bit more helpful.
yeah, the shape is actually like really annoying here, I thought,
Yeah, because now if you
which was
try
a
to go over
bit
the top, it felt good for me. So that's what I was hoping for.
a bit, a bit unfortunate. So I have to play this way, but directionally it should be okay. If we assume that white can find a Sente to come back to A, but I never did,
Hmm.
which kind of sucks, to be honest.
Yeah.
This one might have been better here. I thought leaning more aggressively was more active.
I
But then
wasn't.
again, I feel like this one's probably better if I'm able to actually double Hane, but here double Hane is a
Yeah,
bit
double Hane seemed
egregious
good enough for
because
me. Yeah.
you have cut connect and then I'm dead.
Hmm.
So I didn't really like that. So I think overall, like this flow was really good for you. This was a bit painful though. It was a nice Tessage.
Hmm. I wasn't sure here. There's a couple of
Yeah.
different moves I wanted to play. I didn't know if I wanted to connect because that makes more
I
Aji on the
was I was
bottom.
hoping I was hoping for a connect. I was gonna
Mm.
cover it too if you did, and then the idea with the turn was if you had played this one, then I was just gonna return to 4.
Hmm.
That was the main idea. But then you resisted, and I was like, well, there's not really much more to do there, so I'll just push, I guess. Stop the turn and then take the points.
Yeah, I just have to I don't have to, but I feel like I should just be solid there if I could.
Yeah, this one, I
I was
wasn't expecting you to return here.
I was hoping I could try to do some sort of squeezing thing there in general, but I wasn't sure how I'd want to do it.
Yeah. Usually it's this one, right?
Well, because I felt like because of the cutting in that center area, it feels like when you jump out, it's difficult for me to really get doing to that group at all. And you can still, like, I don't know, it feels like my shape isn't that great and you get the top points, you know what I mean?
Maybe.
But
I'm also not alive yet.
yeah, it's hard for me to judge these types of things too, but
because this type of thing, you're just dying here inside.
You're
not. I mean, you're getting the top side out of the squeeze, I suppose, but
I thought the corner would be a little bit more weak for me to get more of a squeeze out of it, but after you return, it was too much.
Well, that and whenever white has to cut a, the shape's actually just alive. It's like the L+1, but then white has Sente, so white can take the vital point in the corner anytime if you ever have to step back at A. The only way like it doesn't work is if like you can ever get this move in Sente.
Yeah, which is why you ended up playing there later. Yeah.
Yeah, not have A, but that's why I chose this variation. I thought about it and I wanted a variation here where I could try to get Sente out of it, and that was the meaning of playing that one instead of this one, which would typically be more normal. So we got this one. I got the Sente I fixed. That push was pretty big.
It just felt like there was Aji there, so I felt like I needed to push for it. That's all it was, really.
This capture was just to clean up all the AB Aji here. If there's no Liberty shortage on 4 stones, it's harder to make the cut of A work.
Yeah.
It also makes me dig to reduce here later.
Yeah, I wasn't exactly sure why you did that one versus something else, but I knew that it cleaned stuff up, but I thought anything in the center would have been fine, really. So
I was counting, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm ahead on points right now, something like 15 after the capture in the corner. Pretty easily, depending on how the bottom left goes. So it's like, okay, I think just be solid. I don't see one move that I'm particularly scared of.
Yeah. That was basically what I was thinking, too, is that you were ahead by about 10 to 15. And yeah, this was just, I clicked a little bit too quickly there because I wasn't sure what I wanted. I'm like, wait a minute, no, the time.
Yeah, the Byoyomi was like really the nightmare here.
Yeah. It was.
I mean, there were some interesting options I was reading. I hadn't fully calculated them out yet, but I was considering stuff like
yeah, I was looking at that one too when I was reading the A.
Yeah, this one was quite troublesome. Because like I would really love to play this, but then if you're able to cut a 3, it's like this Atari is actually really difficult for to play. You just kind of connect through and ruin everything. And if I have to connect back like this, I'm just actually locally dead. So it's pretty or very close to locally dead. It's very, very
There's
difficult.
a lot of Aji there, yeah.
Yeah, but when this one happened and you played this, I was like snapped.
Well, there's
just like, oh, thank God.
There was just nothing there after I think after I capture it, it's difficult for me to do anything there.
Yeah.
After that anyway. So I was like, oh well.
And in this one, I'm like, oh, he's just sort of giving away Sente. Like, okay.
Yeah,
I was expecting something like 1 because I'm thinking here like your chances are going to be something like this and maybe like some A move to try to make the top side bigger. Really try to squeeze my liberties a little bit more and gain all the points in the center.
But what I realized here is that if I don't defend that, if you just Hane once, you can just get enough points there to counter whatever points I get.
Yeah, that's true.
So I was like, oh, never mind. It doesn't matter. The game's basically over, so I'll just play a couple more moves, is what I was doing.
This one might have been too deep. I might have needed to play it 1 closer.
Yeah, I think you're way ahead, so you can just be a little bit softer with that, I think, yeah. Because there's at least a little bit of Aji here. It's difficult to take advantage of, but there's at least something, right?
Well, I thought this was all fairly clean. Actually, this one was kind of tricky. Taking away the ability to play A cleanly makes these 2 points really, really questionable. White's got to be very careful. So I'm calculating. At this point, I was calculating the life and death of just the right side shape, basically without any eye on the side there. And I was reading, and it's like, okay, I can live with 1 or basically this Atari 8-2. It's a Mii, so that's why I was extending.
I was fairly certain you were alive, but I had to at least
the shape shouldn't die, but I had to double check. Because I get into situations like this on Fox where I'll glance at a shape and be like, oh, this should be alive, and then I Tanuki and then I die somehow.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
They find some combination.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah, like there was one guy played on Fox the other day, and it was brutal. It's the first time I've lost in like the very start of the game in a very long time. Like within the first Joseki, I literally got murdered to death with 2 separate groups. Like it was a fight from the bottom right corner, just starting the very first fight of the game, and I missed like 2 or 3 SOG sequences that this person found at lightning speed, and then I was just dead everywhere.
Oh yeah, oof.
It was not a fun experience. Getting myself into the habit of taking more time and double checking things. Yeah, so at this point, I think the game is very difficult.
Yeah, I think it's basically over. That was the last, because you played slightly deep. I felt like there was a possibility, but yeah, it was too much.
Some lost points. I should just go here first and not exchange.
Hmm.
I was having like hallucination of grandeur that I could try to go for the whole center if you make a mistake. I was feeling a little bit bloodthirsty, but you're not going to make a mistake there.
I think technically it might still be possible for you. There's a lot of Aji though, but it's not an easy read to make sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But yeah. Otherwise, I think the game was pretty good actually. I think you played very well.
Yeah, I think
not too many like blunder type mistakes that I think anyway.
Now the AI will tell us, of course, but
yeah,
it'll
tell
go
ahead and load that up.
It takes half a second for it to load. That's why I was just waiting for our review first. But
gotcha.
Because it's the way
this will be interesting. This corner.
The way Golaxy works is that you pay for a money card, and then as time goes by, the money goes down as well. So there's plenty of it for like reviewing for all month, but you just don't want to have it sitting there all day.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So let me download and get it all moved over. I'll go back to the original. Sometimes it downloads the comments if I download from there. So
right.
All right, so but you'll just have to see it on the stream. I guess I could share screen possibly, but make sure I got the. I didn't check what it was called when I downloaded it. What was it called? There we go. Good. It says gelato in it. Makes it easier.
Gelato was an old account name.
Yeah, I remember you used that a long time ago.
Yeah, very long time ago.
Is this the main account you like to use?
Account names. It was one of the accounts I had on KGS back in the day, and then
oh yeah,
I couldn't remember
KGS,
the password to my other OGS account when I upgraded my computer. It wasn't saved, so I couldn't remember the password to get into my original OGS account. So and I remember I had the Gelato account already made, and that password was the same as the KGS account password. So I just used that one.
Okay. Well, yeah. So it is already loaded. All the graph and everything's all the way up. That's what I said. It takes half a second because it's on this thing. So if you look at the stream, you can probably see it. I think the lag should be basically not too bad. But yeah, it does want the pincer, of course, on the bottom.
And that one is, I think, almost exclusively I see it recommend pincer a lot.
Yeah, it seems like it's quite often, but I think it's
at least with Kata. I don't think I've ever seen Kata recommend it whenever I've reviewed positions similar to this.
Yeah, but basically what let's see real quick just for me. Yeah, it does want that direction.
The press.
And it always likes this one because it wants you to have this Hane. It doesn't want it to be the direction.
Yeah.
But I think this is probably okay. Yeah. I guess I gotta get out of the try section. There we go. And high and low, it always likes high more. I just did low because everything else is low. just different. But let's see. I was tempted.
Was more standard as far as I know, but on the left side, I think it's usually better. It's just because it gives you better sounding little games.
Mm-hmm.
If you play low, then I get things like that D11 attachment or any of the other hits, and then it's kind of like you don't actually have any central fitness with that group. It's just a living group that you usually have to defend to live with.
So I don't know if you'll watch anything I was saying later on, but this was the other move I wanted, was just to extend directly. But so I'm glad it is actually there. But
yeah, I see Kata recommend that K4 move a lot, but then I can never be on board with it. I hate that move.
it's difficult. Yeah,
So
I don't always
I
like it.
refuse to play it.
Yeah.
I
So
just don't like. I have the same abhorrence of Gote side extending moves that I've had for the last 5 years. I just really don't like them.
yeah, I have a hard time deciding how I feel about them overall, honestly, too. But
I'm not actually sure about my invasion timing.
I think it was perfectly fine. It's fine with it right now, but it also just wants the top right now because the top is weak. Technically, like I just have to handle it.
After I played L3, I thought about maybe I should have played M17, but it's very difficult for me to think about it when the top is already low. It just doesn't cross my mind in time, and so
yeah, that was my feeling.
Blitz, I see the bottom relationship, and I was like, oh, I should probably get in there. And my brain doesn't actually look at the fact that, oh, I've already reinforced at R13. I should follow that move up.
Yeah, of course, just pincer, like you said. And so that's the normal move I see as well. But let's say, yeah, of course it wants the knight's move instead.
Pincer, yeah.
But yeah, did not like the attach in the corner.
Oh, my inside attachment?
Yeah, it doesn't like that one.
Standard shapes.
Yeah, it did feel standard.
I missed something.
I think it's maybe, but it seems like it just wants normal extension. It's fine.
Second line even.
Yeah.
Two. Wow.
Either one. Yeah. It says this one is perfectly fine.
I would have thought about 03, but I wouldn't have thought about 02.
Yeah, 02 I wouldn't have thought about. That's something I learned from like was it Tongje? Whatever he goes by online, Jay.
Yeah, Jay.
He does often this sort of stuff. So the second line move stuff that I don't really ever see.
This technique is like the one that I used in the game is actually something that I've studied from quite a few pro games.
It is a normal
back in the day.
It is a very normal thing because if you do this one, then there's this sort of thing.
Yeah, the idea is you just play the one
and you're able to get out
center.
further, or you can Tanuki or whatever, right?
Yeah, but I guess okay. So this is where AI has improvement over like professional Go theory, I guess, because like the sequence I used, I learned in a pro game probably something like 10 years ago or something.
Yeah, it seems like basically my problems are just very slight inaccuracy stuff with this too, like slightly bad. It's the same thing you were saying in the game too, but it wants me just to Tanuki, just play on the top. It's hard for me to decide how to play on the top.
Yeah, because the white stone is low. You have this.
It's really hard to decide.
Yeah, you have this sort of feeling like you'd like to extend farther from the wall, but if you do that, white's like super low solid position could be problematic.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about anything.
If you play the tight high one, then you might get concentrated later with white K17 is kind of...
Yeah,
I don't know. I would have thought about L6. I don't know if I would have thought about M16, but I guess if we consider M16 as like a reverse for white's attack, then it's probably fine.
Yeah, I think that's all it really is, because it wanted you to play there first. So if I play there, then it's still an even game, basically, because it starts off at 40% for black. So 40% is what it's at right now, 38.4. So it's still even.
Lost much. But I thought that was also kind of true of the game, right? I didn't think that you had any disadvantage at all until K7, so...
Yeah, and this one, yeah.
And even K7, I wasn't sure like how big a mistake it would be. It just felt soft.
And it does like you playing in the corner. But I should actually...
That's the sort of standard idea.
But apparently I should be the one playing something different. So I made the first mistake.
Yeah.
And you should just be... Oh, cut. Cut's fine. I have to play in the...
I didn't know about cut. My impression is, again, still that after I push through, I should probably go for Hani and then Atari of some sort.
So I should just extend. This is what I was thinking.
Oh, giving Atari wasn't the best there. It's not a good exchange, I guess.
No.
Or not necessary anyway. Oh, and then I should Hane. Oh wow, I didn't think about it.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess, yeah, it's just you needed to change the odds on the outside, I guess, is what it really wants. Because with this one...
I'm in the corner at this timing. But then after black blocks, I'm not connecting in the corner, am I? Am I still just extending? Is that exchange better?
Let's just see how it goes in the game real quick. Let me see. Oh, wow. I didn't think about this one for some reason.
Yeah, here I do think to send is better, because now I have no Aji in the corner, and you're just very thick.
I think you're a little bit behind on this stream right now, but yeah.
Yeah, right now it just showed the cut at R7.
Okay, yeah. The
That was a
Atari down.
huge dip in win rate if you play the R8 Atari. Like for me, it goes back to like dead even.
Yeah, because this, yeah.
Does that mean the cut is somehow a mistake? Like I don't understand.
I
That looks
capture.
pretty forced to me.
Hmm. I
Pretty
did not
forced
at all
to
think about
me.
this. Just Atari down and capture the corner.
Yeah.
Huh. This actually, I think, makes a
Oh
lot of
yeah,
sense.
I guess it does make a lot of sense to do it that way, right?
Huh.
Yeah, because then if white turns, you're already like in a good spot. The
Yeah, this
corner's
is,
captured, and so you just need to connect and fight it. Because if white has to
yeah.
run
Huh.
along the right side and black gets some pushing for free, then it's a really good thickness for you to come back and attack my bottom center group.
Yeah, that bottom group
Wow,
is,
bigness,
huh.
bigness.
That was the big mistake, I guess. This area.
Okay.
Because me jumping, you're
Yeah.
just supposed to Hane again. And then you have the Aji in the corner.
Actually, I figured one thing that might be easier. You can screen share on Discord, and I can watch the screen
Yeah,
share,
yeah. I
and I'm
might be
not
able to do
behind.
that.
I don't know
Let's
how much
see.
stress that puts on your computer to bet.
Let me see. Share my screen. Let me try it here. This one. Go live. Let's try this. You see that better?
Yeah. Now,
Okay.
at least this way, I won't have the
Should be almost right away, right?
yeah, the delay. There's no delay with Discord.
Oh,
Okay, yeah,
stream is
wow.
still running. Okay. And when I
So
go away
mine,
from it, is it still showing it?
yeah, I
Okay,
see it
good.
moving now. So
Yeah,
my push was terrible, and your Atari below was bad.
yeah. But I would never have thought of this. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, I know. They said this one Atari and then Atari in the corner was quite clean, actually.
That's actually way like after seeing it, it's like wow, that's actually really obvious, but it's really good, man. But
Yeah, but it's very often like a tactic that I miss too. So this is an area I'll make a note on my end. This is a type of
yeah, I'll definitely keep this
situation
in
where I'm
mind for
having like
sure.
blind spot.
It's like
I'll put it on
this.
my spreadsheet. Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
this
if it goes like this,
even though the percentage for you to win is high, the amount of
point
points is not
margin's
really
very
that big.
low.
It's still 6 points, so that's not too big of a thing. So I think it's probably still even technically
Yeah.
for a
Yeah, that's
human
fair.
game, right?
Yeah, I know. I trust me. The very start of Endgame, I'll hemorrhage way more than 6 points. So as long as you make it there, you've got chances.
Yeah, so I think
I was playing Endgame against Dallin's Kata, taking 4 stones, and we're going into the Endgame. I'm like 30, 35, 40 points ahead still, and then
hmm.
by the end of the Endgame, I'm only winning by a point and a half.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah,
I will find a way. I will find a way to hemorrhage the points.
well, that's
Do
why
not worry.
that's why right now my main focus. I haven't really started yet because I took like a week off because I did the 100 games challenge thing where I played a bunch of games in a row. So I just had to take a little break. But my main goal is going to be just end game and tsumego until Go Congress, basically.
Yeah.
There are some like Joseki things that I will be learning a little bit as I go along, but the main focus, right?
Right.
But it does seem like, yeah, just capture. Like I really wanted to play this one, but I always feel this Descendant one. I always feel like whenever I do this, I always feel like maybe I'm playing too passively, you know?
Mm.
But it does just make sense. It's a solid move instead of a passive move in this regard, right?
Mm. Yeah.
And that's where I keep making small mistakes in my games. Like, is it solid or is it passive?
Well, solid. Typically, the way I look at it is like I try to think about it from perspective of like follow up for both sides. So, like,
Mhm.
if I'm gonna play the super solid move, what positive benefit is it gonna generate me for later, and then like, or even immediately, right? So, like, if you have to defend there, and then I have to defend my shape, but then you don't have Aji and I do,
Mhm.
then it's probably fine. But if it's a situation where like, okay, you play a defense and then I play a defense and then there's not really any continuation for either side, then a lot of the times I've noticed AI will recommend, okay, you should Tanuki and just leave it there
Yeah.
because ideas tends to be more important. You can use it some other way. But it's always like case by case basis, shape by shape basis. I think if
Yeah.
you get thick there and I'm left kind of thin in the center, then that thick versus thin relationship is probably better for you.
Yeah, because there's no obvious move for you to play that's really fixes everything over there.
Yeah, right. And even though there's no obvious move for black yet either,
You
it's
have
the
to wait
fact
for
that
later.
black will never have the burden, and white will always have to be aware of anything on the top or the right or anything upper left that moves in the direction of the center. Like white's always going to have to be conscientious of, okay, black is like very thick with diagonal and center, black is very thick from the corner, I'm kind of floating. Even though I will probably live, it's going to be a question of how painful is life.
Yeah,
no, that cut was really annoying.
Yeah, it seemed like this is what I was reading in the game, was that you just give it up like this, but
yeah, but then you extend, right?
It seems like,
and I didn't think that was going to be great.
Well, because you can squeeze here, right? So
yeah, but even then,
if I have to come back, you always have this to, so this cut later on, I can take it or you can protect it now. But like, it didn't feel like it was. I didn't know exactly what I was getting. The best.
It's like, quite big because it is big. It fixes all the Aji in the corner.
But then the other thing I was thinking about, because it does like it, of course, it does want me to play somewhere over here. Let's just fix here, and I think it wants to Tanuki now. But I feel like now you can see that it's a lot harder for me to run towards any direction with these 3 stones. That's what I was thinking about. But I think I was probably just one step too far ahead in my idea, basically, right? You see that something happens, and then you're like, okay, I need to play over here first, right? Sometimes you need to take the opportunity to fix it right away or to do the thing right away. But this time,
because the way I was thinking about it was because you didn't fix it. It's like now I have a chance to actually use the corner efficiently. It's not just going to be dead. Like it's always going to be like a semi-dory type of thing in the corner where you're going to have to spend a lot of moves. It makes the capture in the corner a lot smaller. Whereas if you take the bottom stone, then the capture becomes much bigger. You save a lot of territory there.
This jump.
The thing about
I missed.
Yeah. The thing about the 3 stones on the top right, at least the way that I was taught about them from the Taiwanese Go class.
Yeah.
Was that most of the time professional player, they just kind of look at those 3 stones like, okay, they're either strong already and then you use that strength to do something positive, or they're Aji. And if the opponent attacks it, then you think about like, okay, it's either strong and I'm going to use it like a strong group, or it's just Aji and I'm going to treat it like it's Aji and play accordingly. And it's almost never supposed to be like some weak group. So like if white's going to attack that group, you're almost never thinking about running directly with it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You're either going to counterattack or like sacrifice. So
that's the thing I've been trying to sort of figure out.
It's like,
yeah, so like with this one, we'll have this here, and then if you do attack, we'll want something like this first, but let's see what it wants here.
Because you're gonna have counterplay against me. Right now, my stones on the top side are not strong either, and your stones are connected. So even though it's like looks like it's running, it's actually just like counterattacking method.
Yeah, I just need to get more comfortable. I need to get more comfortable with this because I know it's really, really common. So even if I don't end up playing games where I end up with this position, if I at least know how to handle it, then I know how to play against it as well. So that's why I've been trying to do this more. But I always get too worried about it, which is the problem, because this isn't, as it shows here, this isn't necessarily a really terrible move. It's just, it's better not to worry about it, right? Because it's showing that it's not like it loses like 1 point. It doesn't lose like 10 points or anything like that. So
yeah,
it's fine to do, but.
Okay, so now we can see.
I can just go here because I think, I just blocked wrong. I needed to jump.
Yeah, jump and then white throw in.
Yeah, throw in here is what it wanted.
Yeah, throw in is what I was considering if you played this.
Yeah, so
I'm just really looking for the squeeze outside. So if you block, I'm going to push the same way I did in the game.
Yeah, it looks like it just wants
just make
the sort of thing.
Exchange. Yep.
I'm just seeing what the variation is showing. It did want
go
clamp.
Under, then descend, and then cut, party extend.
There was a lot that I was reading here, but it was really hard to tell if it was good.
Yeah, how effective it was going to be. Right?
Yeah, I could not tell at all. So, yeah, I guess I'm not going to worry too much about these little details right here, but push was right. You were supposed to, it suggested extend.
Yeah. I was calculating, and I thought Hane would be fine because I mean, I already know I'm not going to win the Ko in the corner, but I wanted to have like the most forcing variation if we were going to play Ko in the corner, so that's why I took the liberty.
Oh, but it does not want you to defend now.
That's so hard.
If you do this, I turn. It wants you to just capture the stone.
Wow, 2 mistakes in a
Wow,
row
what
there.
is going on?
Sloppy.
What is this?
Very
So I guess this clamp does work. We'll have to play through it. Just this cut, yeah, just cut right away.
Yeah, then Atari extend, and then Atari again, and then connect, and then extend.
Yeah, this is
and extend, and
actually
then
really
extend, and
kind of annoying.
Tanuki, right? Yeah, so I would throw in probably
at some point too. Yeah, so this is just.
I think I would do it here. I'm telling you, I'm probably not playing that Kosumi. Yeah, I wouldn't be sure, but I guess I lose something here because black is getting a lot of free benefit in the center.
Yeah. So I guess basically it doesn't want you to defend that. You just need to fix this cut or to extend earlier, I guess. Because this cut is still something, but now there's less on the outside you have to worry about.
Okay.
That's interesting. Oh, wow.
Super nasty.
Fight back now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, no, don't spend the first move to fight back. Wait one more step.
Well, because now you're strong, so now you can fight back. Okay.
So what Golaxy is recommending is just play Go like it's Wing Chun, you know?
Yeah.
Let the opponent come to you and just man your way to victory.
That's all right. That's good. That's good. Oh man,
this would make me really uncomfortable. This is really.
I would be okay with this too. So it's way too complicated. But
yeah, I bet you would.
Yeah, because it's like because I don't really feel very happy here. So yeah, this is all good. Yeah, but that's hard to read. That's why I didn't play anything.
Yeah. Well, now I'm super thankful. And
yeah, I know, right? And it still says, no, don't do that. Take this, take this, take this. Apparently that's really deadly still. So yeah, just turn here. Continue. So my idea was still fine to turn here to play in this area, but
oh, I thought block was too painful. I feel like I have to connect now. I've already played like Hane.
Oh, just Tanuki.
Oh, it just wants to handle center like this now and not even finish out the Ko in the corner. Okay, I guess that's fine.
That makes sense too.
I didn't really consider it when I played the Hane and you ignored it. The only thing I was thinking about was okay, connect and force, connect and force, connect and force.
And that's probably still perfectly fine. But let's see. Cut. It just wants to do this, right? Oh, it wants to make sure you block this way.
Yeah, exchanging 3 for 4 is fairly.
Yeah, it wants to really make sure that we get this out here. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna force me to defend, and then your turn in the center is actually really big. Wow, somehow I missed that. Because if you turn in the center and I have to live in Gote, then you get to play the first move on top side, and that's just like super huge later.
Yeah, the only thing I was as I said, I was another thing that I did read out. Actually, I did read this, and I talked about it a little bit on the stream. It was still just hard for me to know. Like this is the thing. This is why I want to get my reading a little bit better and be a little bit more confident with this stuff. Because if I had a little bit more confidence, I probably would have done the clamp or I would have cut. So that doesn't necessarily mean I would have won because of that, but I would have at least done those things.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. I think, wow. Somehow I didn't really consider the corner state of affairs being as bad as it looks when I see it on the board. Which is not good. That's a very big oversight.
Yeah.
Wow. And then it wants this, and then black just cut force, and then my shape looks terrible.
Yeah, they're just awkward in every way.
Shape is terrible.
But it seems like it's still fine for you. It's just really awkward.
Yeah, you can finish the Ko, and then I have to spend another move.
You have to go here.
At some point later.
Yeah, I thought about not responding to this one at the very minimum. Just capturing or cutting or something, but
a lot of mistakes in this corner, it seems.
Yeah, so you have to look through that on with Leela here a little bit later, but I do have to throw in. Okay, I was right. Cut.
Yeah, eventually I'll put it on Train when it's done.
Yeah, this was my mistake here.
Game from earlier.
Yeah, this was basically my mistake. I needed to make sure you Atari'd this direction. Because later on you can just give it up, right? Later on,
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to give up.
Yeah, I can just play this one and sacrifice it if need be. Yeah.
But right now, I can give up those cornerstones if I'm able to capture the other side. So yeah, that's what I needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And now, when you do give it up, it's still just a good exchange to make. I just felt like it was sort of end gamey at that point, so it was hard for me to decide if I wanted to play it.
No, I feel the same way too. The only difference is like sort of quality of white's thickness. If I capture, it's just like thick, that's it. You have no Aji. But if you play this way, even though it's kind of endgame,
Yeah, there's a cut still
there's
here.
a lot more Aji in my shape. So I mean it makes sense.
Yeah, it's just hard to decide.
Because it's preserving opportunities.
And yeah, you just need to fix it too, apparently, or jump this way. All right, whatever. That area is important, apparently.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
We both have the same feeling. The same feeling. Yeah, let's see if we give this up. How it wants to play on the other side. If it wants to do anything at all. I know it wants this one here.
Yeah, it still just thinks that this is the most
attach
thing.
is the greenest move, it looks like, over here.
I mean, attach makes sense. If I Hane, you extend down. It's kind of easy
extend.
to sacrifice
double Hane was fine too. Either one. But it wants either.
I mean, I don't think I would calculate the double Hane much here. I'd probably only look at extend because usually if extend is working, it's better than double Hane locally. But
okay, I was going back and forth before. Now it's just on one, so I'll click that one. Okay.
Yeah, because double Hane just means that you want to sacrifice a lot there, and I don't think black needs to. I think black can play pretty fighty. You're thick in the bottom side with the K7 stone, so this seems like the best way to use it.
So it seems like the K7 stone I was able to make use of a little bit later, but I just didn't play strong enough for it.
I failed the punishment test with my push and cut. I just I played really bad in the corner. Oh, wow. How sloppy. How sloppy.
But it's something for me to think about as well, though. There's two sorts of things for me to remember. This sort of thing is important because of the Aji, not because of the in-game stuff. And then earlier on, I needed to this sort of thing here. In this case, just protect solidly. And then this is just an interesting thing to remember. This Atari down. Okay, I never would have thought of this move. The other moves I did think about. This one, I didn't even consider this one.
No, somehow neither did I, but now that I see it, I realize, okay, this is very often a blind spot in a lot of my Go.
Same here. It's an absolute blind spot.
This sort of, because I almost never think about the Atari unless I can push one side or the other. So thinking about, like, it's very difficult for me to break the habit of reading, okay, Atari, white extend, and then push. You know, either from below or from above, and I didn't think that either of them were possible here, really. So
I guess when we think about cross-cut fighting stuff, there is a thing that's pretty common where you just like Atari and oops, gosh, I can't click fat. There's a little tiny bit of lag, so I keep clicking too quickly. So this one, and then sometimes you can Atari this way, then you just leave one side. Don't worry about the surrounding stuff, but this is sort of a thing. So if we do it this way, it looks the same technically. It's the same type of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of thing. Yeah, it's very, very uncommon that ends up being correct in fighting, though. I'd say that's probably true of the shape, like less than 10% of the time.
Yeah, but it is a shape that, like, because there's a book that I checked out because I found I think it's John Hunter or something Hunter, Richard Hunter. He has a couple of books, and I got one of them a while back because I was just interested in the capturing races and seeing what he had to say in his, and it was an inexpensive book, and I read it, and it was actually really interesting and good. Very, very detailed. He has another one about crosscuts, and he said one of the things he was talking about was basically extending from a crosscut is not actually always the best answer. You almost always, a lot of the time, you actually want to Atari from a crosscut. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess we don't really talk about that, do we?
When you're trying to push one side and fight. It makes a lot of sense, but usually you're going to push and make a fight. It's almost never correct to do the double Ataris.
Yeah, but
like literally less than 10% of the time. But it can be useful. Yes, it's a tactic that I think a lot of strong players, at least maybe not a lot of strong players, but at least a
lot of people can learn about. But yeah,
just because it doesn't come up so much, or when it does, I just miss it. I'm not in the habit of looking for it.
And so I think that's basically what this one is. It's just we need this move to make it so it's harder for you to capture or to do anything with that side. And then I capture the corner. Yeah, so that's really interesting.
It makes sense.
So we'll have to see. You'll have
You
to
just
let me
make the
know.
one block to prevent. It makes the one block to break the ladder, and
Yeah,
then
makes it simple
and then
enough. Yeah,
capture the corner. Yeah.
it's actually really obvious too. Look at it. It feels
Yeah,
so bad. Oh,
yeah. Now revoke my 6 dawn. I'm
that
apparently
feels
like 10Q.
it feels so bad. It's like, this is why I hate AI.
Yeah.
Actually, this is the thing I hate about AI. Oh yeah, this is the other thing I wanted to look at while I was here. Um, this area. Okay, I got distracted because I was annoyed with that.
Yeah, no,
All right, so
understandable.
here you hane, you do that one. Does it want you to just? Okay, it does want that.
This
I
is the normal
really,
shape, so
I really wanted to extend or Atari or
yeah,
something,
extending is normal.
but it felt difficult for me to make use of the stones. That's why I wanted to get at least one move on the outside.
Yeah.
And then here is just, I'm gonna say this is just regular for now.
Yeah, it's pretty normal.
I really want.
Oh,
I'll
wow.
move over here first. This is
Yeah,
too high level.
No,
I've
I've seen that shape actually in like one of the recent Shinjin So games. I
Mhm.
actually found the same move. And Shin didn't play it in his game. He went a different way, which was
Mhm.
also right. But yeah, this one's actually, if you play against Kata enough, you'll see this move enough because it uses it all the fucking time.
But the problem I have with a lot of these moves is that this is like an extra hard reading move. I'm gonna have to think about this a lot.
Yeah, but
I
if
think
you're
I was
trying to
in
improve your
Beauty
reading,
on
then
Me
that's
too,
exactly
but
what you need.
yeah, that's what yeah.
But I think this is definitely like the type of thing like you might think about it in game and go, okay, I'm not going to play it. I'm going to do this other thing. But in review, I'm going to use that as like reading exercise.
See, here I would have found it. It's a little different
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I was never planning to play 4 though, so that's fine.
Yeah, I like
Once you
4,
blocked
but
at 1, I was done in that area. I
what
was
was
only
the movie
thinking about
played?
capturing. I was only
It was
thinking about
turn. Okay.
capturing back on the left side, yeah, which the AI didn't seem to like there, but I like it because points.
Yeah, I think it's fine. There's nothing really wrong with it. I keep clicking on the try thing.
Jump was just way better than Hane. Okay.
Or just Tanuki.
Yeah, it really wants to clean up that right side. So I think it's probably gonna like the position after white captures there.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I wanted the Hane or not because they're just Aji. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, I'm not gonna worry about that too much. I just wanted to see the overall how it felt.
My connect was still not great. Okay,
so
this one was fine.
Yeah, I want to see because it felt like there was something. Maybe I need to do this one, right away instead.
Yeah, you have to get that exchange.
The timing is right here, yeah. Then I can peep. Okay.
Atari connect and then block. Yep. Cut, connect. Oh, it wants the Atari in this case. Okay, cool. We go underneath. We take those, and then black escape, and then white take the top side. Yeah, this way you're not dead. So, and then my group in the center is actually not alive, and you can exercise the K7 thickness just a little bit more.
And it's not too different here as well. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so this one we just missed timing for Kaketsugi.
And this, okay, so this says the cut's not necessarily bad. It's just better to do the other thing. But this is the bad thing. I should be going back first. That's the other thing I was considering, is going back first and then coming back to the top if you didn't do anything on the top. If you worried about your stones in the center, then I could do something over the top area, try to surround it. But I wasn't sure. I just decided I need to choose one, so I just chose this one. But yeah, okay, all right. So it does feel like this is just overall fine.
This forest.
Oh, it always likes this. I've noticed this a lot. It likes to do the diagonal instead of the Atari quite often.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought about it. I only thought about Atari so I could get back to the extension on the left.
But this is the same. It's the same thing. But I make this mistake a lot. I need to remember
better
this.
Relationship in the center.
Need to remember that.
That's fine. It's better Aji for me in the middle.
Just push.
Oh wow. No, I was trying to remove all the corner Aji.
I need to do this one first, basically.
Yeah.
And then after
it's still big because I have to defend.
I defend however you want there, and then we can do this cut still. Yeah, that's just this side. This side's all this. I need to do something. Basically, that's it. All right.
Yeah, it's like always that Aji is like always your chance to mount comeback. It's like,
oh, the cut was actually right. I just clicked that one randomly. So I did need to just keep going out, but I'm like, click.
Yeah, I thought it made a lot of sense to just come out and then turn. We covered that in the review already, though.
Yeah, but this is what we were thinking about, though, is this one instead. But it looks like it just defend is good enough.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
Cool.
So this is the last thing really to see. Yeah, it was hard for me to tell if this was good enough. If we do this one, of course. Ah, dang it! Click, click, click.
Yeah, there's the double Atari.
But it's actually fine.
So black is going to be able to
get out.
But then white has that Atari. White can't extend because of drive, so black just gets out with tigers.
So this is probably the best chance for me to try to win here is to make this a weak group, and leave any
if you make
exchanges.
it complicated, there's a. If it's like this, there's chances because the left isn't completely alive. There's a lot of Aji with the corner, and then this bottom group is not alive.
So I want that peep,
cool.
but and then
awesome.
this one here. Okay. Right, I figured you could just give it up, but anyway, that was fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna go run away now and use the restroom really bad. So
that's all right. That's all right.
Thank you for playing. I look forward to watching some of the other games you do if you keep playing today, and if not, then I'll see you at some other point in the future.
Yeah, I'll definitely at least be here next Saturday too. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you. All right. Let's close this up here. I'm gonna vote for Internet Go School. Everyone's voting for Internet Go School. Anyway. All right, so this was really interesting thing here. I'm gonna look at this real quick on my own because it's not too important, but I do want to see if there was any possibility. It doesn't look like there's any spikes or anything, but I thought this didn't work because the cut was too good, but anyway. Just too hard to take advantage of this area, so if there was something here, it would have been good, but it doesn't sound like there's anything there. So my takeaway is something I need to really think about here. I don't really need to worry about this. I just wanted to try the kick instead. The pincer is the normal move. I'm used to that. But I wanted to try this one. And then the thing to take away here, I don't necessarily have to respond again. And I can just go to the top. We can play a long game this way. And this is fine. And then here, it looks like I'm supposed to play in the corner. There's a lot of Aji with his group, which is why it wants to push this direction instead. But yeah, okay. And you can't really Atari me down because it would kill his corner. All right. And then solid move. Fix my Aji directly. If he plays another move over here, then I'm the one who gets to play on the top, and it's a good exchange for me. And if he doesn't, then I can do something with this group later on. And then think a little bit more about these, because I had an idea of what I wanted, and that was good enough, but this was something I should have done. Atari down, capture. Now there's a lot of Aji here. And then something else to consider is this cutting point. Where I read stuff here, I read the clamp, I saw jumping here. I wasn't sure what was the right type of idea. But if it just goes like this, and I capture this stone, I'm alive here, which means his only way to do a capture race is against this group, and it's kind of difficult to do so. So it's perfectly fine. If he plays on the top here, we just do a normal taking care of this group type of thing. Oh, this move. I've seen this a few times. Yeah, all right. And then some extra reading things where I just need to jump instead of block. And if I'm going to invest in another move, I should at least capture here for the cross cut. Because later on, what it is it's basically if I capture and he hanes and I extend and he connects, then it's a good for white. But if I capture first, they hane and I cut, I at least have something manageable in this area. It's a 10-point game, but there's still a lot of Aji everywhere. So I would say that it's not a settled game for human players. So that's good. All right, let me close this before it uses up all my money. The money's already on the account. It's like you buy a card, and it's just like a certain amount of time you're able to use. And I didn't even use all of it last month, so I think it's good. I think it's a good amount. All right, let's see. It's been 3 hours, so I guess that's not too bad. I could stop if I want to now, because I am tired. So I want to try to invite more people to come and play and do stuff today, and I'll probably also allow people if they want to play in chat or something as well. But I'm mostly looking for 5 dawn, AGA 4 to 7 dawn, I guess, is more so what I'm looking for. AGA 4 to 7 dawn area. So once in a while, Brandon will be able to play. He has to make some money, so he can't play this time. But once in a while, Brandon will be able to play, and then once in a while, I played Dallin last week. I just didn't stream it. We can look at that game real quick for fun if you want to. But I played Dallin last week, and I gotta go to OGS. And then I played. Well, then I just want to invite other people to play. Like my friend Jasper and a few other people were potentially able to do something. So, oops, open up Reaper. I need to do that. Close Reaper, close. There we go. I think that's one reason why I don't like the buttons here. They're in the wrong spot for me. But versus Dallin, I was playing as white, and I think it was a pretty okay game overall. I did need to, if I'm going to play this Joseki, I did learn. Oh, you managed to lose the Ringo against Jasper and Jay? Or that was said? Oh, Jake. Okay. There's a little heart that covers up the chat sometimes, so it's hard for me to see. There we go. But I need to probably play this one, or not that one, the Hane instead, or what the AI suggested. The AI always just says, take it, capture. Good enough. Dallin killed us to death. Oh, nice. Yeah, my game against Dallin, it was he was black here. I just wanted to play a very simple way. I didn't want to do anything too complicated, so I just did very simple moves. And I feel like it ended up being okay for me overall. But this is where the game sort of ended up swinging in my favor according to AI. It was this sort of area. Because after I extend here, it seems this cut was actually a little bit too much, potentially. It's still important, but he has to be really, really careful. And he played just a couple bad moves, which allowed me to get sort of the initiative, and then I played a couple bad moves as well. So it's all good. I was trying, because one of the problems that I have, and so this is why I want to do practice games, right? One of the problems that I have is that I will automatically sort of play normal moves instead of trying to push and get something a little bit more. And so what I'm wanting to try now is just pushing to get a little bit more. So I want to do this attachment, for example. If I can get this one, get any sort of strength from this, maybe I can attack this in a different way. Or maybe I don't need to push, right? So it's not exactly right, but it was fine. Because when he does this one, I had a really good move here, which I did end up playing, but he could have stopped me from playing it because of what I did in the game. It was really obvious, actually. When I play here, he can just jump. And this area is really worrisome for me. But he did this one. I was thinking this is a good enough exchange. It can mix into that I can maybe get something over here. That's what I wanted. But yeah, it's really obvious he could just jump. And then I was just able to surround, and I played another mistake here. This one wasn't necessarily a mistake, but it was this push here. I thought he couldn't just push and cut, but this was just bad reading. And then he also thought the same for some reason. And then he gave up too much here, and now I'm just ahead. But if I do just play the normal way, I can just block right away. I thought I couldn't, but I can. And then if he does get this exchange, this is perfectly fine too. So yeah, nothing to worry about at all here. The game would have just been fine, and he could just give up this area if he wanted to get some moves on the outside. Whatever he wants in this area, give it up in a smaller way compared to the game. But the game, he just gave it up too big, and then it was too much. I let him take the top, and then he tried to go a little too much for the center, and I killed him here in the center. Yeah. I think he did a good job. I like playing Dallin because it's annoying. So that was good. I like it because it's annoying. That's how it works, okay? Guys, I hope to play more and more people every week. Even if it's the same people. I wouldn't even mind playing Frozen again next week or playing Dallin again next week. I think Brandon just needs a little bit of money for this week, and maybe he can play next weekend. Who knows? And maybe Jasper can join at random times, and it's also possible that Delicious Dumpling will join. But he would have to join right about now instead of earlier. But I am kind of tired, so I might just stop for now and play some more games tomorrow. So I think that is what I will do. So if you guys enjoyed, whoever was watching, hope you guys enjoyed this part. And I think you're almost always free, yeah. Okay. I'm just focusing on the weekends for playing friends and stuff and other people who are about my rank. And then during the week, I'm going to be playing on Fox and playing Golaxy and that sort of stuff. Because it's just what's comfortable to play during the week, so I can just relax. On the weekend, I have more time. I will eventually have a lot more time on the weekend, but for now, I still have my normal job, so I gotta do that first. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably later in the day versus later, so I can get more Fox games. But we'll see, because I need to rank up my account. Now that we did the 100 games thing, I need to rank up my main streaming account because it's in a bad spot right now. I'll see you tomorrow.